guys, welcome to ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lankan Invitational. And after yesterday, which was a huge plot twist, Outplay managed to qualify to the grand finale. And with that further information, we'll be going to our main casters for today. That's Roscoe and Hafki. Hi guys, welcome.
Hello. We're excited to be here, excited for this final. We've been waiting for it since yesterday. It's been a long wait, but we're finally here.
I mean, we have a lot more things to talk about as well. So yesterday was the round robin, and the full day it was like playing. You know, there were so many teams participating, and you know, after a huge plot twist, Outplay actually managed to qualify to the grand finale. So I mean, what just happened there? Shall we just talk about that?
Yeah, well, so we casted 10 matches that happened yesterday, and Outplay had to pull a miracle out of their hat. Am I right, Hafki, to win that final match to get ahead of Gunslingers? Because up until that point, it looked like Gunslingers were the ones who were going to qualify for the finals to face off against ZeGG today.
Yeah, you got to almost feel bad for the Gunslingers, don't you? Because Gunslingers were having one hell of a game, but it was down to those 2 rounds, Stefan, which they actually lost to Outplay that actually became the detrimental rounds. But all props to Extra Outplay. When they had to come online, they did, and they actually beat ZeGG, which I've not seen before. And that's exactly what they had to do to qualify, and they showed up on the occasion. So well-deserved victory coming into the finals. So very excited to see these finals today.
Exactly, and the grand finals is, as we can see, X3 Outplay versus ZeGG Esports. So I mean, it's a best of 3 as well, and you know, after we all know how skilled these players are, and we know how intense the match was as well. But the main question is, who we have seen these two play. I mean, these two teams fight among each other, you know, throughout most of the tournaments as well, and it was going back and forth as well. But there was one thing for sure, that was ZeGG was always on top. And yesterday, I think, I mean, Roscoe, I mean, it's up to you, man. Yesterday, what just happened there?
Yeah, yesterday it was incredible. Outplay managed to finally bring down the behemoth. They finally put a halt to ZeGG's unbeaten streak. And I mean, that kind of opens the door. There's a little crack now in their their shield that they have, that ZeGG have, and all teams can kind of figure out, okay, there's a way to beat ZeGG. There's a we can do it. It's not impossible. And I'm hoping X3 Outplay to come today to the finals, and they show more of that excitement, that energy that we saw yesterday.
Exactly. And Hafki, I mean, let's go to Hafki for a second. Hafki, I mean, just the same question with you as well, brother. After like this entire intense gameplays and these two teams fighting among each other, the main question for you for today is, do you think Outplay could actually win this game just like yesterday?
Of course, if you asked me this about a couple of weeks ago, I would have been like, there's no chance. I would have put all my money on ZeGG. But we saw yesterday they had a dominant performance against X3 Outplay had a dominant performance against ZeGG. So I wouldn't put it past them to come into this tournament and come out the winners from there. But we do have our map selection right now. The first map is Haven, selected by ZeGG. ZeGG is going in with the map advantage. We know ZeGG is a very strong team in this map. Isn't that right, Stefan?
Yeah, this is ZeGG's map pick. We are going to be seeing ZeGG's map pick Haven, followed by Outplay's map pick, which is Bind, which will come next. And the final pick as well is Ascent, which was picked by ZeGG. Now, thing to note is that ZeGG actually have changed their team composition once again. We are seeing Chroms on Jet today. We saw him on Phoenix yesterday. We've seen him on Raze normally. Today he's going with Jet, and I mean, I'm excited to see what he's going to do with Jet. He does play pretty aggressive. He goes on into sites by himself.
I mean, it's a grand finals, right? So I think it's the best thing they're doing right now is pulling out their, plan B is plan C is everything right now.
Well, with that, Stefan, we do see Chroms on the Jet, and Benjay is following suit with Breach. I think it's going to be a flash and dash situation today. Very excited to see what's going to happen. Meanwhile, we didn't even talk about X3 Outplay, who are basically going with a more familiar lineup. Aren't they? Deadshot on that Sage, Thunderflash on Sova, Raider on Jet, Angry on Omen, and we have Trounce on that familiar Reyna.
And just a small question for the both of you. I mean, we know how strong these players are as a team, right? So who do you if I'm just taking individual players right now, who do you think we should actually fear?
Right now, Roach was having a hell of a game yesterday. I mean, he is right now the MVP for frags as well. He's one player to watch out for, and it's also important to watch out for Thunderflash and Raider. They finally came online when the team needed them most, and they managed to beat ZeGG. So important players to keep note of. We are going to see XD Outplay on the attack, and they are teeing up for an A-Tech already. This is going to be an incredible match, an incredible rematch. This is rematch after rematch after rematch against Outplay and ZeGG.
Exactly.
Finally excited to go. 3 more seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and away we go. It's not going to be an A push this time.
Exactly. And guys, this is the first game. It's the best out of 3, and it's the first game of ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lanka Invitational. And let the games begin.
We are going to see a little bit of a default coming in from Outplay. They are checking through mid and C. Croms actually did dash into C long to collect that ult-top. He almost got caught out by Deadshot, who was there just above the boxes. But everyone escapes with their lives. No early frags picked up yet. No contact made either. A lot of the bodies have been committed towards B side.
Yeah, and we are still seeing nothing. It's a very odd move by X3 Outplay, because we know that they are a team that likes to push into sight with all their might. But I feel like it's about that respect given to the defending team as well. So they know they're going up against a very strong team. We have Kusev's stars lined up at all the entrances as well. Maybe that's a key factor in making them slow things down. And we have a fault line coming from Benjay coming to mid. Trounce is about to peek a lot, 2 players, and Roach gets both of them out. Brilliant play by Roach, taking out 2 players. We are already down to 3 men from the attacking team. Raider meanwhile taking out Crumbs, but Benji is there to take out Deadshot, and Kusef taking out Raider. Last man standing. He's angry, getting taken out by Kusef. Very dominant defending round by ZeGG. We are seeing exactly what we expected, aren't we, Stefan?
Yeah, the push looked like it was going to work. They were teeing up for that, coming into B very slowly, very tactically. But the problem was the second they started to push in, Defiance activated the gravity well, and that caught both of the players out. And I'm not sure how, but it was through the smoke that Roach actually picked off 2 heads and got 2 early frags there. And following that, there was nothing much they can do. It was frags that were falling back and forth, and ZeGG come out on top in that round.
Well, they say that fortune favors the bold, and Roach was just more bolder than the other players, I guess. So exactly what happened there. He got 2 frags in the smoke, but let's just hope that X3 Outplay can bounce back from that early scare that they had.
It looks like another default coming in from Outplay, and I think it is ZeGG that want to go in for that first contact. They have the half buys, they have the Spectres, so the battle should favor them as long as they get to see someone. They haven't spotted anyone yet. They were going to push in early towards window, but they opt to go against that, and they back away. And finally, the players are making a move towards B. Crater gets caught up with a shorty. Crumbs picks the frag, and he has to dash away. Almost was his life there. That would have been a trade that he wouldn't have favored. He tries to go for the fight against Angry. Angry comes on top with the classic, but there is the rest of ZeGG to pick up the fallen pieces. Deadshot, the last man alive, managed to take out Roach, but Defiance is there to close out the round. Second round on the board for ZeGG. It was pretty slow, but it ended in ZeGG's favor.
Yeah, and we saw a plethora of kills getting down in like a 5-second amount of time, and we saw Crumbs pushing out early, taking out that kill, messing up that dash, but still managed to get away with his life. Then further damaging Angry before he got taken out. But that slaughter outside garage, that was the difference maker there, right? And the second round also going in favor of Team ZeGG. So X3 Outplay are going with the full buy this round, so they can make a potential comeback in this round. But let's just see what's going to happen.
Keep your eyes on ZeGG. They've already pushed out mid. They've found Trounce. Trounce gets caught out in no man's land. He's already out of the count, and this is the buy round coming for Outplay. That's a very unfortunate loss early in the round for them. Thunderflash is going to take the situation, and he is running with the rest of the team towards A. Only man to defend A right now is Reeve. Reeve has a Spectre in hand, gets spotted out by the Sova Dart. He's going to have to slow up A shot. He does wall off A long as well, and Outplay are running away. They're running towards C side. All of them, they're stacked together. This time, the player they are going to meet is Benjay. Benjay all alone on C side with the Spectre, but he does have one flash to work with. Here comes the smoke. The push is coming in. He has not put out the flash yet. He spots one and he gets taken out by Deadshot. The plant should be going down, and the rotations are coming in. But forget the rotations. Roach is already inside. He's pulled out the Empress. He picks off 3 kills, but no, Raid is there for the trade. It's a 2v3. Spike is down, and now it's retake for ZeGG.
Oh, And meanwhile, we have Crumbs taking dead shot out. So last man standing. Let's see what Raider can do from here. It's a lot to ask from him though, because we have 3 players still alive. And Raider taking out Reeve, keeping the hopes alive, and taking out Crumbs as well, and dashes away from side. So Kusov is the last man standing. We know exactly what he's capable of. I don't think Raider has an idea that he half defused it. So if Raider actually goes in for the full defuse, there'll be no time for Raider to go for the kill.
Oh, this is very smart play coming in from both players. Pros don't fake, but this time they do, and Defiance picks up the frag. The defuse is already halved. I mean, the spike's already halved, and Defiance closes out the third round. It looked close. Raider played that so smart and so patient, but Defiance comes out on top.
That was actually odd for me. I think Raider had no idea that he was actually defusing the bomb in the first half. So if Kusov just held on, I think he would have actually got the entire defuse down. But he doesn't know what exactly Raider is doing. So he goes for the half defuse, goes around to see if he is actually coming out in front of him, and then finally peeks him and kills him. And at the end of the day, X-Ray Outplay lose yet another round. So ZeGG is very much on top at the moment.
Yeah, Hafki, what happened there was high IQ against high IQ. It was hard to say which way the round was going to go, but I mean, at the end of the day, it did go in favor of Defiance. Defiance now already set up, and Raider's already inside. He misses his blades. I'm not too sure why he decided to go for the right click there at that distance. And Outplay a man shot. Spike is going down. Angry has no idea there's a gap in the smoke. Defiance is making the most out of a dire situation. He's going to bring out his ult and cut the A side in half. Thunder Flash knows that this is about to happen. He gets all the way into side. Trounce manages to pick off Reeve. And now it's just Thunder Flash with a Sheriff. He lands the shot onto Crumbs. Benji is down as well. And now it's a Defiance. Thunder Flash manages to pick up one more, but Roach is there, standing firm. He closes out the round. A 4-0 lead already in favor of ZeGG.
And it's all very close games as well, aren't they, Stefan? Because it's always down to that last man, and it's the last man standing going up in a one-on-one that always seems to have too much on the plate to actually go for that final hurdle. And that was a saving round in favor of X-Ray Outplay. So they can't be too mad about losing that one. But now we do see a pullback coming in once again from X-Ray Outplay. Let's just hope that they can get a couple of rounds in. Because Haven, as we said, is a bit of an attacking map, and losing these early rounds can be a big issue for moving further into the tournament. But again, we see a default coming from X-Ray Outplay. Roach and Crumbs are actually playing very aggressive right now.
They've already dashed into C-Long. Crumbs is able to pick off Deadshot. Deadshot comes in for the peak, and now the rest of Outplay are coming to get these frags back. They are unable to do so, and ZeGG escaped with all members intact. Outplay, the unlucky ones, they've already lost Deadshot. Deadshot, there's a Sentinel, the Sage. They're not going to be able to heal up any longer in this round. And
exactly, losing your heals is a huge factor.
Yeah, Hafki, important note what happened last round was the second Defiance split up the side, the A side. It forced the players of Outplay to get on site, even though they had the weaker weapons. And I mean, it almost looked like it was going the way of Outplay, the way they were landing their shots with those Sheriffs. But in the end, it was always Roach, last man standing. He is in form already, manages to close out the round. Going back into this round, Outplay are a man down. ZeGG go into C-Long, they pick up the orb for Crumbs, and they back away, all players intact. Raider has brought in the operator as well this round, that is on the attack. If this man starts to land his shots, it's going to be very difficult for ZeGG to counter that.
Yeah, and we are still seeing a very, very slow push. That early frag falling, Deadshot's death has been a huge factor coming into the rest of the where this game is going on, and Raider has already pushed into side. He's about to see Benji right now, but he does have a and Raider takes him out with a classic couple of bursts, and Trounce taking out Roach as well. Now the man advantage going in favor of the attackers. Do they have enough time to get the plant down though? Yes, they do. It's just enough time, and Trounce taking out Crumbs as well. So now 2 men standing, last man standing, make it last man standing, and Reeve is the last man. So we are finally about to see a round going in favor of X-Ray Outplay.
They left that down for the wire, and Raider managed to sneak up on side with the operator, and he misses his first shot as well, but he goes and collects the kill onto Benji with the classic. Benji not going to be too happy about that, but forget about that. Reeve is still alive. The retake potential is still possible. Reeve has picked off Trounce. It's a 3v1. Reeve is now making his way onto side. If he can't get the defuse down, I'm pretty sure he's going to be looking for those exits. He is looking for those exits. He's managed to find Angry, but Raiders there with three kills on the round. Saves the operator, saves the round. Outplay are finally on the board.
Yes, and that was a must-win for X3 Outplay as well because they were on quite low HP. And look at the eco by the defending team, Stefan, because they are on 4 rounds. They won 4 rounds rather, but they still don't have a decent eco because they've been dying off. Again, as I said, they are making it very expensive for ZeGG. Like every single round that they actually lost, they've managed to take it down to the last man standing. So most players on a very low eco. Now they're forcing him into a saving round. Let's just hope that X3 Outplay knows that they're in a saving round and can play accordingly.
Yeah, Hafki, last round, Outplay gambled after they lost their shot. They gambled with time. I'm not sure if it was luck or if it was very calculated that they did come out on top, but they were running out of time. I think it was Angry who got on the side just as the timer turned to 4 seconds when he got the spike down. It was very close, but fortunately Outplay come out on top. Once again, a very patient push towards C and A coming from Outplay. They are trying to feel out the map, feel out where ZeGG are right now. They probably have a good idea that ZeGG are saving. But like we mentioned in the previous games, you cannot count ZeGG out during a saving round. Benjay flashes C long, and now he knows there's 2 players here. He's going to fault line as well. Raider is not able to get a clear shot onto Benjay, but he does find Defiance. He dashes into side, having no idea where Benjay was. Good repositioning by Benjay. Takes Raider out and gets Thunder Flash as well. He's still on site. He has the support from Roach now. Roach now spots out Angry. Oh no, this is like lambs to the slaughter as Outplay come in 1 by 1. Here comes Trounce. Trounce manages to take out Roach. He's going to dismiss away thinking there were players close by. And ZeGG now have upgrades. At least Croms does. It's Reeve and Croms versus Trounce. Trounce on side. Spike is still at C long. He is giving the sound
right
cue
now because I don't think he has enough time to go back, get the spike, and come back to the plant. If he does, maybe if he was a Jet, he could have dashed into side. But unfortunately for him, he was having a decent position to start. But unfortunately for him, the spike was not with him to get the plant down. But again, we are saying this another round going in favor of Team ZeGG. ZeGG were on saving rounds, but how good is Benjay on that Sheriff's? He's almost better with the Sheriff than with the other weapons of this game, and he did very well also to make sure that Raider couldn't sneak up on him at C-Long with his abilities.
Raider did play a very smart game. I mean, it's very difficult to play on the attack with an operator, but Raider is showing us exactly how you do it. He kept sneaking up on C side, but the problem here was there was no real map control coming in from Outplay. And now Croms gets up into A shot. He manages to find the kill onto Deadshot, and he has the support from Reeve. Reeve is there to support him, takes out Raider. Croms finally comes out on side. That's the hero rifle right there. He misses his shot. Croms pulls out the Blade Storm. Croms gets the left click actually onto Thunder Flash. Trounce is there on C-Long, and the cavalry has arrived. ZeGG a flawless 6th round as they have a 5-round buffer against Outplay.
Well, X3 Outplay are taking revenge for yesterday's final match, aren't they? That is brilliant. Play from ZeGG at the very least, and unfortunate from Trounce there because he was fighting Kusuf one-on-1 and then finally runs out of bullets, and that is just like salt on the wound, isn't it? When that happens, like when everything goes wrong, it just goes wrong, and we are seeing both stages still on their ults, but not really getting a chance to rest anyone. But then again, we have 6-0 rounds going in favor of ZeGG once more. So let's just hope that X3 Outplay can make a comeback and can make a comeback very soon.
Yeah, Hafkin, the problem with that previous round was because because Trounce had that hero rifle, Outplay did go in for a force buy. They forced that round, it didn't pay off, and now once again they're on a save round, so they're still with the weaker weaponry. ZeGG didn't lose any bodies, they have the guns. Raider has pushed up into A shot, pulls out the Blade Storm, and once again we see him miss the right click. I say that, and the entire team falls almost immediately.
What is happening, Stefan? This is not the same team we saw last night taking out ZeGG at Icebox. What do you think is happening? Do you think there's some sort of conspiracy theory going on where like Gunslingers were having a very good game, so ZeGG decided to let it fall, get them into the finals just to do this? What do you think? I might be shooting, like this might be a long shot, but what do you think?
No, after what happened yesterday, I don't think Zeg are going to be hoping to make any mistake. This is a flawless Zeg we're seeing right now. They are playing together. They're not willing to overexert themselves. Even the C-long rushes that we went to get those orbs, it was very calculated. The risks were calculated. Chroms this time goes into a jet v jet fight, and Raider has fallen. And the aggression from Zeg is real. They've already come into mid. They've come into window. The res is going to take Roach out once again. Roach gets Raider out. Knows where Deadshot is. Knows where Thunderflash is. Thunderflash running and gunning. He misses his shot. Zeg lose just one play and close out another round as they move into 8-1. A 7-round lead already on the defense for Zeg.
Exactly, and Deadshot is calling in a pause because they need to talk their tactics out as soon as possible. 8-1 this final scoreline. This is not a scoreline that we would have seen coming because, again, last night's match went as close as it could, even though that Zeg won that game. Sorry, X-Ray Outplay won that game. Even that game itself was pretty close. It was a 12. It was a 13-10, the final scoreline. So the X-Ray Outplay are not performing as well as they did for the final game last night. And when you lose like this, it can affect the rest of the games as well. This is a best of 3, so if they go on to lose this 13-1 or something like that, like they are gonna have that is gonna affect the way that the next game is gonna be played.
Yeah, Happy. What's happening now is we are seeing Outplay with they're playing without proper real stratting. There's no counter strat calls that we are seeing from Outplay either. I'm pretty sure their players would have noticed that Zeg had pushed all the way up on mid, and the right thing to do at that point would have been to rush into any other side because they should know that there were less bodies. But what we saw there previously was that even Deadshot brought in the res Raider, and they still stuck around the spawn. And they were basically sitting ducks as Zeg just kept stampeding forward and collected the kills. This time, Chroms is at B site and he spots Raider with a judge. Judge against an operator at long range. I ask you, who would win that fight?
Well, you'd be surprised. I've seen much stranger things. And meanwhile, we have Benja going up against Frowns. This is the difference, Stefan. A lot of players, they fall back to help. And there we saw Kusov helping out Benja over there and taking out Frowns. And now it's down to 3 men once again. This is exactly what Zeg does. Zeg just pushes out and takes out the attackers before the attackers even pushes out halfway through the map.
And it finally looks like Outplay are making the right decision. They are running towards A. The only player at A right now is Reeve. Reeve is about to go up against Angry. Angry TPs into sight, leaving Reeve in the dust. But Reeve, an off angle, and he catches Thunderflash rotating it. He catches the Omen as well. And now last man alive is Deadshot. Deadshot on side. He's walled himself up. Gets the kill onto Reeve, but misses the kill onto Chroms. Chroms hops onto the window at A Heaven and picks up that frag. Once again, Zeg just lose one player and they win the round.
Well, we started off the game with X-Ray Outplay, making it very expensive for Zeg. Even though they were winning with just last man standing. But now they're just losing most of the rounds with like just one player down or maybe even a flawless. So X-Ray Outplay, they did come from a tactical pause. Doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of difference right now. Now we are seeing X-Ray Outplay stacking into A side, Stefan. Maybe this can be the difference. Like just push into a side, get the early advantage.
Yeah, this should work for Outplay because they're stacking into A side, and we have 3 players from Zeg going down C long. But the problem is with all those bodies that are going towards A, there's no real map control, and so they don't really know exactly where the bodies of Zeg are. Thunderflash pulls out his ult and manages to find Reeve. Reeve's down. Zeg are finally at a disadvantage early in the round.
Yeah, exactly. It's very rare to see Zeg getting the first kill of the round, but Chroms is there to trade it out. Chroms, how good has Chroms been on that jet and on that operator, Stefan? This is not something we are used to because we are mostly used to seeing him on Raze, special packing around, but now he's playing a very controlled jet game. But they do have the plan down and they're holding very good post-plant positions as well, so this can potentially go in favor of X-Ray Outplay. With that said, Chroms had pulled out its Blade Storm, pushed into sight, got taken out by Angry because he missed all his Blade Storm shots. After standing is Kusev gets taken out by Chroms. That's the double-edged sword that is Astra Stefan. Using the abilities can be a death sentence mid-game.
Yeah, and the story of the map has been Jets not landing their ults. Everyone, Raider and Chroms both going for those quick right clicks, long range, close range, and they've not been hitting. Not something you
And
see
Kroms will
often
be
from those
very
players.
mad, especially because he was very close to Raider as well. He'll be blaming the game, how the spray pattern works, and all that. Because, but let's talk about Kroms, Stefan. He's usually a raceman from most of the tournaments we've seen, but he's playing a very elegant Jet right now.
Yeah, and he's playing it slow. He's not. What he usually does is he goes, looking for fights on his own, and he allows Zeg to follow after him. But this time, because he's on Operator and because he's on Jet, he's playing with the team, and I feel like this might actually be the strongest Zeg we've seen so far in this tournament.
I mean, the score line itself speaks for it, doesn't it?
It does, and this time Chroms is holding B side, but the push from Outplay is towards A. But finally, we are seeing a little bit of flavor coming to their strat as they've left Deadshot at C long. But Deadshot spots out Benji there at C long, and he's going to be backing away. The defense is still spread out paper thin, but you don't need them to be together. You just need Reeve and Defiance on A side to catch the frags. Outplay have lost 2 men already. And it's a 3v5 on the last round of this first half.
And Khrushchev is making a nuisance of himself using those gravity wells to perfection. But now they're not taking a Reeve, so there is a potential comeback from this place right now. They are still up against 4 men with 3. A lot of smokes coming in. They can dash into sight, but the ball goes very wrong, and Roche taking out Angry. That ball actually kind of stopped Angry's push into the side.
Oh no, Hafki. A little bit of a mix-up coming in from Outplay. I think they decided to try to rotate out of sight, and they had no idea that the clock had already run down. Now Reeve comes on the side. He has loot helmet. Chroms lands a no-scope onto Deadshot. What a beautiful way to end the first half.
Switching sides.
Not something you see that often, hitting no-scopes in Valorant, but Chroms shows us otherwise.
Well, that is the level of confidence. They are playing with a little bit of swagger as well. Like now they are coming into the second half with a 8-round lead, Stefan. So this is almost looking like it has already got away from Team X-Ray Outplay. X-Ray Outplay. I don't know what exactly went wrong for them, but this is not the same team we are seeing from what we saw last night rather, and. I think Zeg will actually be happy that it was X-Ray Outplay that qualified instead of Gunslingers right now.
Oh, you're playing with fire there, Hafki. But
Those
right
are
now,
fighting words, aren't they?
yes. Right now, the Outplay have it all to do. They need to play perfect Valorant from this point on if they want to find a way back into this game. Chroms already dashes into sight. He smokes himself off. He runs past Deadshot. Deadshot on the wall. Manages to find one, but he gets shredded out instantly. Wall comes off to block the push from Garage, and Spike should be going down. And already, this post plant from Zeg looks strong, but the shock does even better as Thunderflash has found one. Chroms finds another. And the kills go back and forth, leaving just Benji alive. Benji caught out in the most unusual of positions, going up against 2. It's Thunderflash and Angry to close out the first pistol round, an important round that Outplay needed.
Well, the difference maker there was Thunderflash with his shock dust. I was pecking him when he did that, and I knew I was gonna get at least one player with the shock dust. I'm pretty sure he damaged at least 2, and that was the difference maker there, because I don't think Khrushchev saw that coming at all. Suddenly raining arrows on you exactly, and yeah, so it's a strong start for the second half by Thunderflash and the rest of X3 Outplay. So they need to keep this going if they want to stand a snowball chance in hell of making a comeback into this game. This is a favorite of Team Zeg, so X-Ray Outplay need to be playing, as you said, a flawless game of Valorant from here on out.
Yeah, like the name suggests, Hafki Thunderflash rains down arrows from heaven, and he finds a kill onto Defiance. Outplay are going to go in for the half buy, and Zeg will be purchasing Sheriffs. Thunderflash has spotted out. Chroms comes rushing into his face. He falls down early. Thunderflash still alive with an Airy spamming down through garage window. Sorry, double doors. And Zeg with 2 men alive, and now it's just down to 1. It's 1 man and a Sheriff. The man is Benji. Nothing he can do. Gets taken out by a judge at long range from Raider. Slowly but surely, Outplay are crawling their way back into this map.
Well, let's not count the chickens before they can hatch. But yeah, it is a good start from X3 Outplay. But again, that's why I said that, because this is going to be the buying ground for ZeGG. So this is the most important round in my opinion, because this is the round which can tilt the game. If ZeGG manages to lose this, because they are going for the full buy, if they manage to lose this, huge potential for X3 Outplay in the next couple of rounds to make a bit of a comeback to lessen the gap. Let's see what they can do from here. They are going into mid. Uh, we see ZeGG is very strong when they are playing together as a team.
Oh no, Husky, the flash from Benja is perfect, as Thunderflash was unable to spot anyone with the owl drone being flashed out, and Defiance runs into sight with the Spectre. They have Vandals and they have Fenders, but no, it's Defiance with the Spectre who's found 3 already. And now Trounce on the flank, spams at nothing, and Roach peeks him, gets the kill, and now it's Raider with the Judge. Last man alive very early in the round. A family photo he sees as he spams that Judge at long range and gets taken out. ZeGG move another step closer to match point.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. ZeGG is absolutely unbeatable when they are playing as a team. That is exactly what we saw from there. We saw the smokes coming in, but Benjay with those flashes, a blinding thunder flash and angry at the same time. Kusa was already in sight when they were blinded. So yeah, just to pick out those fish in a barrel, as they say. And Deadshot was he was also there to come in battle Kusa, but Kusa 3 kills that round, and an absolutely flawless performance by ZeGG right there.
Oh no, Raider is in for a treat. He's alone on A side, and the entire pack of ZeGG are slowly creeping up A shot. ZeGG was watching the right angle for a second there, but he moves away. Raider is going to get stepped on this round as ZeGG slowly inches their way. I try to count Raider out, but no, he already finds the kill on Defiance. Crumbs has rushed into his face and does find Raider. Raider, good for one, but falls out. Operator down, and now it's retake time for Outplay. Thunder Flash once again raining shock darts out down from heaven. He doesn't find the kill though. Unlucky for him. Post plants already set for ZeGG. They're inside, spikes down, and now they wait for Outplay to make their move.
Well, it's still doable, but meanwhile, we have Deadshot taking out Crumbs, so we have 3 men again going up against 4. Roach and Reeve holding very good positions under Haven, taking out Angry, and that is the best play. That is what ZeGG does. They play together, and you saw there, Roach was holding Reeves back. He takes out the one, takes out 2, and the third man who was defusing. I don't think he Deadshot planned that ball properly to begin with, and Roach is just having that absolute confidence we saw yesterday. He was leading the kills as well, and we are seeing more of the same again from Roach and Crumbs. They're playing their duelist roles perfection. Roles are already on 20 kills, Stefan.
20 kills, 12-4 in favor of ZeGG. This is the This could potentially be the final round that Outplay play on Haven, as ZeGG could win this one out as well. Outplay do not have perfect guns. They're on a little shaky buy, and this time it is Angry who is going to face the entire armada of ZeGG as they rush into B. The paranoia does hit them all, but no, it's Roach. Roach, even being Flash, finds a kill. Thunder Flash pulling out the Hunter's Fury. He tags a little bit. Trounce comes into sight, picks up 1. Spike is down on B, and Raider's inside. He finds 2 kills with the Judge. Raider finds 3. Crumbs is able to trade him out. And now it's just Crumbs in a 1v3. Pulls out the Blaze Storm. The wall comes up, and everyone's coming to rush into sight. Deadshot through a gap in the wall. Finds Crumbs' head. And Outplay still in this, Husky. They're still in this.
They're still in this, but they need to, as you said, have a flawless game running. So, I mean, it's fine to do it in one round. It's a matter of if you can continue doing it. That's the difference. So, I mean, let's just hope that from a neutral perspective, X3 Outplay can have that perfect game going in from here on out. But I mean, let's just hope for the best from X3 Outplay.
The economy for both teams looking almost identical as the buys come in. It's just Angry who is playing on a Bucky. Raider's going to be sticking to the Judge. Angry once again, early man, first man to fall. Reeve finds a frag with the Spectre. And now the only ult they have to work with is Raiders. Raider closing in through a link. Thunder Flash has support to come out through double doors. They're trying to box ZeGG in, but you don't box ZeGG into a corner. That's when they bite back harder. Shock darts do find Defiance, but there's two members already watching for Thunderflash to come in. Benji pulls out the ult, but Voltron's is ulted. He's already found 3. He's found Benji's head as well. Now it's him against ROG and Defiance, but ROG comes in from A-Link. And ZeGG win the first map. They win Haven, taking them to a definitive advantage already.
And it's a manner of which by which they've won as well, isn't it? Because they've won by a decisive lead. We did see X-Ray Outplay coming in with a couple of rounds, but throughout that game, ZeGG has been absolutely dominant, and that is exactly what we're used to seeing from them. But still, like, this is just something else because we've seen ZeGG being dominant, but not this dominant. Especially in the middle part of that game, they started the second half with 10-2 lead. So absolutely brilliant by ZeGG, but X-Ray Outplay really need to start talking about their strategies from here on now.
Exactly, and we saw the first game was being played, and ZeGG actually managed to pull through in the entire game, and that was the Haven map, am I right? So just an epic gameplay we saw, and maybe they actually wanted the revenge back from the previous game they played.
Yeah, it did look like ZeGG were actually playing with a little bit of vengeance on mind. They played it quite perfect. They made almost 0 mistakes. Outplay, well, hanging in there. It looked like they could. There were slivers of comeback potential here and there, but it was very short-lived as ZeGG stepped on that and completely neutralized it in the following rounds.
Exactly. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a short commercial break, and we'll be right back with you with ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lankan Invitational. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you shortly, bringing you the second game. welcome back to ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lanka Invitational. And joining with us as always and our best casters for Valorant, Roscoe and Hafki. Hi guys, welcome back.
Hi, welcome. I mean, glad to be back.
Yeah, I mean,
It just
it was
finished
a
the
short.
best caster, Stefan.
I mean, just after a short commercial break, we are right back with you. And let's talk about the previous game, right? So we saw an amazing gameplay being played by ZeGG, and the next match is going to be a decision-making match, to be honest. So if ZeGG actually manages to win this gameplay, I think they actually win the whole ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lankan Invitational. So back with the next gameplay. We actually genuinely saw how intense the gameplay was. I mean, being intense. I mean, like previous game, the revenge being taken by ZeGG. We saw it was 13-5. Am I right? Or 13-4? I think it was.
Yeah, exactly.
So so the next gameplay is being played in by the map is going to be Bind, right?
Yeah, and it is Outplay's map pick as well.
Okay, so it's Outplay's map. So they pick this, so it's going to be a little bit advantage to their side. I'm assuming. So let's go with Hafki. Hafki, actually, what do you think they should be playing in this map? Like it's like it's their last gameplay right now. So this is going to be a decision-making game. So what do you think Outplay should be doing right now, and how nervous should those guys be?
Well, we saw Team ZeGG playing very much together, and we saw like even when ZeGG were defending, they were pushing in with their numbers. Like 3 players were just rushing in, especially at Seaside. So I think they need to be ready to counter that when if the attackers start pushing. If ZeGG is on the defense and if they start pushing out, I think X-Ray Outplay needs to be ready to counter that push, and from there on continue with their rounds. But they need to completely forget about that previous game, because if they are going in with the mindset that they are down by 1, they will lose the next round as well. So they need to just forget totally about that previous game and then just come into this game like fresh with a good mindset. They have beat ZeGG before, they can beat them again.
Exactly, and Roscoe, going back to you, Roscoe. I mean, we saw ZeGG versus Outplay like multiple times. So and there's going to be a decision-making match. The next gameplay, it's at Bind. So Roscoe, just given that whole history between these two teams, what do you think of their next gameplay would be like for Outplay? I mean, just assuming they like I'm pretty sure ZeGG knows how Outplay is gonna play the map as, and vice versa, right? So I mean, is there something different that Outplay actually could bring out?
If it's not something different, but it's something that I'm hoping to see from Outplay, because I felt like the Outplay we saw on Haven was a little bit of a tunnel-minded Outplay. I saw the strat that they were doing, it wasn't too complex. It was sort of a simple strat that we normally see a lot of other teams doing as well, because for a fact that if ZeGG are playing any round, they have a strat ABC to play, and Outplay also usually do that. They have that ABC. They know exactly how to hold on to them, how to play mid game, how to play late game. They know how to counter strat as well. But I felt like after the win that Outplay had yesterday, they were kind of not on point, not as good as they were last night. So if I'm hoping for anything, this is Outplay's map pick Bind. I'm hoping that they have something, they have a good plan, a solid set plan for attack and defense that they'll be bringing in to go up against ZeGG. I want to see them perform as well as they performed last night, because the 13-5 loss we just saw, it wasn't the perfect Outplay that we're used to seeing.
Exactly. And then speaking about the map right now being played at Bind. So just speaking of the map and these players, I mean these teams has always been playing this map. So and it's Outplay's map as well. So what do you think what do you think Outplay has on their mind? Like this is their final game as well.
Well, they need. Doesn't really matter what the map is, but this is being picked by ZeGG for X-Ray Outplay for a reason, because I feel like they are more confident in this map, so they have the map advantage. But then again, the ZeGG is not a team just to get rid of, because based solely on the map selection, because this is one of the oldest maps as well. So I'm pretty sure they have perfect strategists. They just need to play together. We saw ZeGG playing very much together, very cohesive team play. Teammates flashing for each other. So that's exactly what they need to be ready to counter. X-Ray Outplay, they just need to take a breath. I feel like they were very rushed in. I feel like they were a little agitated. So
Yeah, the
we are going
synergy
into
was
the
a
map.
little missing.
Yeah, exactly. They were, it was a little off, not even close to what ZeGG was having. So that's what they need to work on. And we are going in with the map selection, sorry, with the agent selection right now.
Exactly, and let's just get in the game as well. And guys, this is ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lankan Invitational, and we are going to the second game right now. This could be the final gameplay, but it's out. It's actually up to Outplay how they actually perform in this gameplay. Whether it's going to be the last game or whether it's going to be another gameplay. And up to you, Roscoe and Hafki. Let's do this.
Yeah, like Hela said, this could potentially be the last map we see tonight, but I'm hoping it is not. I'm hoping Outplay put in a fight. I hope Outplay take this. I want to see a third map. I want to see this tournament drag down as long as it can. And finally, we are seeing a little bit of flavor coming in from the teams. Trounce is going to be picking up Phoenix, and Raider going to stick to his Jet, but we are seeing Benjay on Sky.
Benjay on Sky, Stefan, that's going to be something to watch because he has been playing a proper breach and he was extremely impactful that previous game. But Crumbs is back on his race. That's something to that's something exciting. And Trounce is on Phoenix, as you mentioned. And I mean, he has been playing Grena, so that basic flash ability is still there. Let's get into the game and see what exactly they're going to do. But everything riding on this X-Ray Outplay, really need to remember that. They cannot let anything slide. Do not give ZeGG any sort of an advantage. Begin with a strong mind and end it with a strong mind because they cannot let ZeGG have any sort of an advantage going into this.
And I'm pretty sure right now, not just us, the viewers also actually want to see the Outplay. I mean Outplay perform their previous gameplay what we saw yesterday. They badly want us, like, badly want this game to be dragged, as Roscoe mentioned. I mean, Outplay bring their best game. Let's see how things are gonna be like.
Yeah, it's early on. We've already seen a little bit of a tech pause coming in. That is because Crumbs has DC'd one of the main players for ZeGG out of the count. We saw this happen yesterday as well, where a couple of members from Revolutionary Gamers had DC, and then we actually saw Revolutionary Gamers still continuing the map with just 3 players. I hope that's not going to be the case here. I hope Crumbs can reconnect.
Well, that was against X3 Outplay as well, wasn't it? Zippa got disconnected and they actually had to keep playing. And I think X3 Outplay will be hoping for more of the same here. But from a neutral perspective, let's just hope that Crumbs is back. And he is back, so we can get into the game as quickly as we possibly can. Very excited to be here. Let's just hope that X3 Outplay can make a comeback. This tournament has been going to the wire whenever possible. So let's just hope for more of the same. From a neutral perspective, that's what we came to see, right?
Yeah, and with map point for ZeGG, we are 10 seconds away from starting this second map. Outplay have it all to do. They need to play this as perfect as possible if they need to come back and take it on to the third map. They have brought Phoenix, so we are going to see a little bit of flavor. We are going to see ZeGG pushing in the bodies through B long already. The bird is there, but it doesn't spot anyone. They are going to be able to collect the ult orb and they're backing away. In the meantime, though, Outplay have made it through ace shot and through showers. Reeve all alone as a armada of people come towards him, gets picked off by Trounce, and now the rotation. 3 players from ZeGG are going to fall back into A side. Spike's not gone down yet. Defiance still on side. Playing ring around the roses around triple. Finds one.
Spike planted.
Who's taking out Raider, so the man at downstage has quickly been taken out by Deadshot and Thunderflash were heavily tagged by Crumbs. Crumbs taking out Thunderflash. Sage is surviving on scraps for health. Manages to heal himself, but Crumbs taking him out with the pistol, and Dex too taking out Angry as well. Last man standing gets taken out by Roach, and the first round again going in favor of Team ZeGG. Team ZeGG, what a absolute beast of a unit. They're just playing very well as a team, aren't they?
It's difficult to say what Crumbs did during that little session he had where he disconnected, but he comes back strong as ever. Already picks up 3 kills on the first round with the nade and with the classic. It looked very, the push and the hole looked very strong from Outplay, but they got picked off. Like you said, Hafki, before, like fish in a barrel. It's not something you want to see from a team of X3's caliber.
Exactly, and before that, Stefan, at B long rather. Did you see that initial push by Roach, Crumbs, and as Benjay, because they were flashing in. They're doing the same again, but the team again has gone into A side. But I'm excited to see what will actually happen if X-Ray Outplay goes into B side.
Yeah, now the rotations coming in from ZeGG slowly, because I think they have a general idea that the players from X3 Outplay are here at A, and they've also half bought. They've forced this round. They have judges and specters. They're going to be able to counter ZeGG, and they want this round back. Angry, does he read the game right? I think he does as he TPs out. He's running into side, but he has no idea there's a player lurking here on B side. It's Benjay with Sky, has made no noise and he's going to sneak up on Angry. Angry spots him out, but Benjay is good for the frag. Kroms has found one with the boom bot. We're seeing so many boom bot kills this tournament already. And midway through the round, it's down to a 2v4. Deadshot finds one. Kroms comes in with the judge. He takes out Thunderflash. Deadshot low on health. Has no idea where the players are coming from. Roach sneaks up on him. Second round on the board for ZeGG already.
Well, Raider had a bit of a moment where you would like to very much forget. Boombot was coming in from Kroms, and Raider actually throws a smoke out to try to block it out, but the Boombot was just faster, blows up in his face. Then Raider will not be a happy man right now. It's a little unfortunate from his behalf, but again we are seeing X-Ray Outplay trying to go into A. ZeGG is still trying to catch out someone at B long. They're gonna have to wait a while for that to happen, but X-Ray Outplay are on a saving round once more, pushing into A shot.
Third round in a row, and ZeGG have pushed up B long. They've got the info. Nobody is here. The push is to A, and with that call out being given, Defiance and Reeve are standing strong, anchoring the sides by themselves. Anchoring the A side by themselves. They've already found one. Defiance has found another. He is a god alone in a side. And X3 Outplay are already down to 3.
And Raider is on scraps of health right now himself. So it's 1.1 men standing for X3 Outplay right now. And they're both separated as well to make things worse. Raider dashes out of trouble. But we are going to see Deadshot getting flanked, but no, Reeve is there just to take him out. And Raider gets taken out as well.
Raider was hightailing
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, Raider was hightailing it out of A side and has no idea that his team had already got pushed outside showers. All Reeve had to do was look around and see a little jet running away. Just has to land one Spectre shot on him, and Raider's down.
No, Raider was actually taken out by a classic, so that is another thing, Stefan. Getting taken out by a classic in a round like that, it does a little something to your confidence as well, doesn't it? So we are finally going to see a B push by X-Ray Outplay. I'm very excited to see what this team tactic will do. Thunderflash gets caught off with the arrow in his hand, but managed to escape with his life there. Ready taking out Roach. But the showstopper coming into nothing. Thunderflash taking on Kroms as well. So now it's down to 3 men for the defenders. The aggression not working out for them. Reeve still on that operator, still on that operator. He's still holding down his angle. Try to get another potential pick that comes in front of him.
Yeah, it worked perfectly. The B push worked perfectly for ZeGG 3 rounds in a row, and the 4th round they do decide to push. There were bodies from Outplay out there, and both of ZeGG's frontline duelists have fallen.
Meanwhile, we have Benjay taking out Angry, so now the man advantage is 2-man advantage taken down to just a man advantage. And we know just how capable these players are in their one-on-many situations.
And it is a party at Hookah. All 4 members of ZeGG are here. They're stacked up together. There is just Defiance alone on A side, but there's 2 people from ZeGG here on B. Reeve finds one, Raider trades it out, but they have no idea. Do they have idea that Benjay is there at B at Octagon? They do. Benjay is down, and it's all up to Defiance. Defiance coming in through the flank, but he's already quite late and has a lot of ground to make. Spike is going down. They do have time, and they'll be able to set up for some easy post plants after this.
Yes, they will, but we know just how dangerous Kusif is on that Spectre, so do not count him out, ladies and gentlemen. He can pull something out right now, but you see timing again. It's almost like 3 rounds going in favor of Team ZeGG, and then the one comeback from the X-Ray Outplay now, but Defiance getting 1 kill already, and Thunderflash takes him out because Raider did miss his up hit, and I thought there might be a chance for Kusov to actually go around him and get the kill, because Raider is on an operator, very slow to reload and take the second shot. But Thunderflash is there to cover for his teammate. Absolutely brilliant by X-Ray Outplay. They definitely needed that. But X-Ray Outplay still down by 2 rounds. They need to do something really fast. Bind being a defense-sided map, it's still a bit of an advantage going in favor of Team ZeGG. But X-Ray Outplay has to get as many rounds in their favor as they possibly can, as soon as they can as well.
Yeah, they were set up for a little bit of a bait and switch there post plant, and it almost didn't work when Raider missed his shot, but luckily Thunderflash was there for the support. They finally close out a round, they get 1 point up on the board. This time though, ZeGG passive, very passive. They're sitting inside, they're gonna allow Outplay to play into their hands. They want to make sure that Outplay play first contact this time. They're not gonna go in for it.
Yeah, exactly. We know what they say, once bitten, twice shy. We have Phoenix ulting, Crowns on that running into side. Crowns are also taking out Crowns, so that ult has come into good effect. But Benji on the Wolf spotting out 2 players, but the site has been taken by X-Ray Outplay, so it's a matter of how well they can hold these post-plant positions.
Defiance is going to be re-smoking Hookah. He's cut out 2 players from the fight that's about to take place on B side. The players from ZeGG are here. The cavalry has arrived. Post plants look good, but ZeGG are fighting strong. Raider finds one. Reeve versus Crumbs. Crumbs is back in the fold, and Reeve has found one. Roach has found one. ZeGG, they're landing their shots.
Oh no, we saw Roach almost pulling something out. Sorry. But this is going to be too much to all. Oh, what an absolutely brilliant performance by ZeGG right there, because that was almost like a whole bloodbath happening once that res came in. Reeve, what an absolute brilliant time to go for the res there. 4 kills falling in a matter of no time. And then suddenly X-Ray Outplay were the people that were looking behind their backs.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible how Outplay were able to lose that round so easy. I mean, they got the plant, they had time to set up post plant as well. But I feel like the utility usage that came in from ZeGG was just absolutely perfect. And
Thunderflash on his ult as well. We would have thought that maybe he can do a little bit of something there to hold more time, but no. When ZeGG plays together, Stefan, like that, they are absolute beasts. Like, they cannot be beaten. And now, meanwhile, we have Raider pushing in with Blade Storm. He's in lamps already. He's about to pick 2, but Kusov is there to take the kill, because I think he was caught in matter of 2 mines. Kusov taking out 3. Absolutely brilliant. Down to 2 men. The res is available for Deadshot should he choose to use it, but most of his teammates have died in positions which are way too open. If he does go for the res, they will definitely be taken out.
Right now, I'm pretty sure that X3 Outplay needs to bring out their plan B right now, because it's gonna be the final game if this goes like that.
Deadshot, meanwhile, last man standing gets tagged up behind those boxes, so nothing going in favor of X3 Outplay at the moment. Team ZeGG on total dominant control. Reeve about to peek him, and yes, he does. Reeve about to peek Deadshot. He was getting shot by 3 players there, so the chance of him surviving that round was next to none. And Team ZeGG are running away with this final, Stefan. Already have a 4-round advantage in the defense side of Bind, and this is the map chosen by X-Ray Outplay. Does not seem to be the case. ZeGG are confident in any map at the moment.
I mean, from your opinion, Roscoe, we'll get to Roscoe for a second. So, in your opinion, what do you think X3 Outplay should be doing right now to actually change the whole gameplay?
I just think that they've lost a little bit of the synergy they have, Hela. They're trying to play together, but it is not working as well as it should, the way ZeGG are playing. That being said, we do apologize for any of the viewers who had to suffer with just hearing our voices throughout this stream already. I hope that is fixed right now and everyone can hear the in-game sounds as well. ZeGG have been putting out a dominating performance. It was intense for us, as we could see, hear the sounds as well, but hope you guys can hear it now. Reeve going to pull out the, Defiance going to pull out the ult to cut out A side, but the push is towards B. The frags are falling left, right, and center. Deadshot does bring Trounce back into the fold, and it's a 3v3. Spike has not gone down yet. It is going to be going down now. And Roach has pulled up the Empress. This is going to be a difficult round, I'm assuming, for Outplay, considering this man is not one to miss his shots.
And watch this, Stefan. Angry is about to get peeked by Reeve. Reeve on a very good rotate. Taking out one, taking out two, and what a god move by Reeve there. And the position of the plant as well, not going in favor of X3 Outplay. They cannot hold that plant from B long. So it's a questionable place to get the actual plant down as well. And now Reeve is going to go for that defuse because he will get his ult in the next round. We know just how useful it has been in the previous round. So Team ZeGG is just running away with this game.
Yeah, it's a matter of not challenging the post plant, Hafki. They're playing it too passive. Outplay is playing it too passive. They're a little too laid back once the plant has been put down. They're allowing ZeGG to play into them, and that is something you don't allow the team that's retaking to do. If they're retaking, you challenge them back. You kind of make it harder for them. But the second you allow them, free entry into the site, I mean, it all falls apart from there. This time, Roach, with the support of Benji, goes aggressively into A shot. He spots out two, picks up one, and dismisses back into sight. And once again, ZeGG with a mighty advantage early in the round.
It's a bit of a mixed buy as well. We know that Raider is on that glass cannon operator. He does not have shield at the moment. And he's just going all out with that operator, trying to depend on his pure aim. But now, that's a double-edged sword, isn't it? And meanwhile, Angry's position gets revealed by the Wolf, by Benji. And this is exactly what you meant, Stefan. It's way too passive by X3 Outplay at the moment.
Yeah, and the strat, I feel like it's a little too easy to read. They've stacked in the bodies. They've not put enough map code. I think Outplay, what they need to do is default a little bit more, because while they're not defaulting, ZeGG are playing completely aggressive on the defense, and they keep getting so much of information where Outplay is actually playing at, and they stack the bodies. I mean, look at it right now. They knew that there was no one towards B, at least in the early round, and there were 4 bodies from ZeGG already at holding A side.
30 seconds left.
Meanwhile, A shot has been blinded by Benji. That also gives away the position of Raider and Deadshot. So both players have been taken out. Deadshot was actually taken out at B side by Probs, and Benji is there to take out Angry, the last man standing. So this is X-Ray Outplay probably playing one of their worst games, worst finals at the very least. 7-1 the final scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us. This is the second map. The first map has been won by Team ZeGG. A dominating performance there as well. 13-5 the final scoreline in first map. And now, both the same. 7-1 the scoreline right now. And ZeGG are running away with it.
Outplay fans, if y'all are out there, spam the chat and hope that Outplay come into form and they start picking up the rounds early now. If they want to stick and bring this into the third map. This time though, the push from A shot is going to be null and void as they find no one. So now once again, see, this is what happens, Afki. They've pushed up A shot and they've got the early information that Outplay are nowhere here. So they know Outplay have to be towards B side.
And they are stacking bodies into B side at the moment. We are seeing Kusuf and Roach pushing into sides. Now they know exactly where they are. Raider gets a little tagged up by his own Phoenix Ball. And now Deadshot goes for the plant. Now this is exactly where ZeGG is dangerous. When they've taken the plant down, and now Roach being challenged by Raider, who was on that judge, gets taken out almost immediately. Now it's down to just 4 men to defend the bomb, and they have not been doing a very good job so far. Let's just hope that this round can be a little different. Benji taking out Trounce, so it's down to 3 men once more to hold the spike. Thunderflash is on his ult.
And Hafki, all 3 members of Outplay are way outside of sight. They're nowhere close. They have to allow Thunderflash to defend it all on his own with just this Hunter's Fury. 5 against 1. And you have a Hunter's Fury, Hafki. You pull that Hunter's Fury out, you're going to find bodies rushing you. And that's exactly what happened to Thunderflash right there.
Hunter's Fury, when used at the right time, can be the worst thing that could happen to a defending team. But at that right now, what we are seeing is Team ZeGG completely outplaying his Hunter's Fury. Hunter's Fury has gone down twice right now, And both times, Team ZeGG were very much in control of Thunder Flash's Hunter's Fury. Team ZeGG, it's starting to look like it's slipping away from them right now. Thunder Flash is going to go with the Guardian this round. Again, they are not having the best of ecos either to work with.
And Hafki, I can commend what Raider did last round, trying to take matters into his own hand, at least find an early frag or two. But unfortunately for him, all he had was a judge, and he had to go up against Roach of all people. Roach managing to land that headshot on him early, and Outplay were way outside B side in that post plant.
Yeah, meanwhile, we had Crumbs using that operator to take out Deadshot. Now the heal has fallen early on. Now we have Crumbs still using that operator. He can hopefully take another kill, but no, he falls back into site. The site has been taken by X-Ray Outplay. They can get the bomb down.
And are we going to see something new? Are we going to see something different from Outplay this time? Will they stick in the site and not let ZeGG in? Will they challenge this post plant? Because that is something they absolutely have to do. All 5 players from ZeGG are coming in fully healed, and it's a firing squad that's coming out of spawn. They've already found Angry. They come in. Raider finds one, but Reeve and Defiance make that. Reeve has already found 3 kills on the round, and ZeGG another round on the board, and they get closer and closer to winning this grand finals. It almost looks like there's no challenge when they're coming for this retake.
As I was saying earlier, Team ZeGG will be happy that it is X-Ray Outplay, because from the way they are playing, we have to say it is a little disappointing coming into a final and seeing X-Ray Outplay being beaten by the manner they are being beaten in 9-1, the final scoreline at the moment. X-Ray Outplay have nowhere to hide right now. And being challenged by all the birds sent out by Benji as well.
Yeah, and I mean, Hafki, Outplay is such a good team. These players are incredible. They land their shots. I don't know. I just feel like they're just not. Their shots are not hitting. I don't know if it's just bad luck or just some bad juju or something coming in. It's just not working for them.
Well, I don't think it's a matter of actual aim, Stefan, because that they have in abundance. I think it's a matter of teamwork, and that's exactly what's going on. Meanwhile, we have Crumbs taking out Raider. Raider had nowhere to run because there was a bomb coming at his way. He had to move forward and gets taken out by Crumbs' operator, and taking out 2. He gets the underflash. He barely saw his arm, but he gets that brilliant up hit on that. Meanwhile, he have Crumbs pushing in with the operator, but he's backed up by Roach, and Roach helping Crumbs out, saving that operator as well. So 10 rounds going in favor of in favor of Team ZeGG rather. It looks like this is the last round before the swap, and it looks like it's already in the hands of Team ZeGG at the moment.
I mean, Outplay probably should take a breather right now. They should take a step back and think what they are supposed to be doing in this gameplay right now. And Roscoe, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, maybe call it timeout, but I feel like it's a little too late to call that timeout because this is a mirror image of what happened in the last map. It's 10-1, and the last map finished on the first half 10-2. And I feel like it could be 10-2 right now, but no, Roach is proving me wrong. He's already found the heads of 2 members of Outplay, and he's going to back away. So it's still an advantageous round to ZeGG. It's just Crumbs down. Crumbs did buy a whole shop for himself on hookah, so there's like five guns maybe out there in hookah.
Yeah, and Deadshot is coming up with the heal, so Crumbs is back in the game. It's a 4 vs 4. Meanwhile, Crumbs can come back into the game, but he has died in such a risky position where the rest cannot actually come in by Reeve. Roach about to peek 2 players. Oh, Deadshot gets caught with his pants down, but Roach taking the headshot on Deadshot, and now Crumbs is the last. That was actually a very good shot there on Roach, and now the last man standing is Reeve in a game that no one could have seen coming. X-Ray Outplay.
Oh no.
Oh, wait for this. Crumbs is back in the game, ladies and gentlemen, and Reeve has taken out Raider as well, so it's down to 2 vs 2.
Crumbs is back in the game. Reeve has found 1, 2v2. Spike has gone down. Thunderflash gets caught out with an arrow in his hand, and Crumbs brings out the ult. He's rushing. He's looking for the final kill, and he finds it. Crumbs takes out rounds, and ZeGG move on to 11 rounds in the first half. A very dominating performance coming in from ZeGG. Unbelievable things to see.
Switching sides.
Reeve's ultimates has been the game changer, Stefan. 3 times we saw those ults coming in, then 3 times that has been the game changer. And we have to say, X-Ray Outplay are playing a terrible game by their own standards, because we see these rounds, going in a way that you will think there's absolutely no way X3 Outplay can lose from this position that they're in right now, and they go ahead and prove us wrong. And that we've seen them do that for the past couple of maps as well. So in the past map as well, rather, and that is what is going wrong with X3 Outplay. I think they cannot keep a sustained level of that gameplay. Every time something goes wrong, I think they just take it back a notch, and then that goes wrong for them. They take it too easy almost, I think.
It's unfortunate stuff to see. This is the grand final, and ZeGG are only 2 rounds away from winning it. It was also unfortunate that I mean, it was I don't know if it was unfortunate. It was just really good luck for Reeve to come into the TP and have Crumbs' body lying there and wait for the res. Crumbs is speaking of Crumbs, has already found Trouns. Trouns just flash him out, but the nade lands just after the flash hits, and Crumbs is inside. ZeGG have taken over the A side, but keep your eyes on the minimap, folks. There is a lurk coming in from Thunderflash and Raider. Will ZeGG be anticipating this?
Well, that was the gravity well from Kusuf as well that helped out Crumbs take out the with the operator. Sorry, with his nade rather. And now the last man standing. This is a similar story once again. So like last man standing is Deadshot. Instead of not having a good time, he does take out Kusuf, taking out ROG as well. He can heal himself. Now the last man standing, Benjay up against Deadshot. What can he do from here? Does he have enough time to go for the defuse after killing Benjay? If he does kill Benjay. And now, this is a game of chess. It's a game of mind work as well. He does go to stick the plant. He goes for half defuse, and Bench is there to take that shot out. Nothing going in way of X3 Outplay, and they're on match point again.
Match point.
That should not have been Benjay's round. Benjay was so low on health. All Deadshot had to do was land one stray bullet on him, and he could have won that round. I don't know how it went in favor of Benjay. I don't know how he landed that shot. I mean, sure, you can't count Benjay out of a round when he has a pistol in his hand, but I mean, that round, that should not have been his.
That is the difference, Stefan, isn't it? Even when it comes to those individual one-on-ones, X3 Outplay have rarely brought a good one-on-one in their favor, but now we do see a Bucky at the hookah. Raider taking out Crumbs with that Bucky, and Reeve taking out Raider. So now the man advantage has been nullified already. It's a strong push by ZeGG. They're already inside. Reeve gets 3, and now it's just 2 men standing. It's all up to Angry to try to save the entire game rather. Gets spotted out by Benjay's scout.
And it's a 3v1.
And Kusuf can make this dirty as well now. The gravity well might come into play. Yes, it does. And Angry is there to take out Benjay, takes out Reeve as well. So is there a fighting chance? But no, Kusuf wins the final round.
And we have a final winner of ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lanka Invitational. Yet once again, finally, ZeGG Esports take the whole gameplay and takes the whole match. In fact, so Roscoe Hufke, let's get in the game and see what really happened. For right now, we have our champions for today. UG.ZeGG Esports wins the whole tournament of ROG Arena Sri Lanka Invitational, and second place goes to X3 Outplay, and third place as WG Gunslingers. I mean, of course, X3 Outplay played an amazing gameplay as well. We saw throughout the entire whole round robin as well, from yesterday until today. They actually gave out their best gameplay. But right now, today, let's talk about today as well. Roscoe Hufke, what do you think X3 actually did wrong? Actually, we saw the best gameplay yesterday, but right now they didn't give their best performance, I see.
Well, I was joking earlier, saying how ZeGG might have lost that final round to give X3 Outplay the finals, but I mean, they'll be very happy that X3 Outplay were in the final and they did play the way that they did. Not to, no offense intended to any of the players from X3 Outplay, but that they will themselves agree that that is not their standards. That is not the way they're supposed to be playing this game. 13-1. I don't think that's the scoreline that they are faced with very often, and the ZeGG is a brilliant team, but X3 Outplay not up to their standards tonight.
I mean, once again, they showed how potential players they are, and as a team, how strong they are as well. ZeGG Esports finally outdid again. And you know, Roscoe, let's go back into the game and let's discuss what actually happened. And as Hafki mentioned, you know, they couldn't give their best gameplay. But right now, speaking of ZeGG Esports, you know, they actually yesterday was their, you know, was their out. I think their out match. How do you really say it? Like they didn't actually play their game, but they actually lost the whole thing, and they actually managed to get the whole revenge gameplay today, and that was an epic gameplay because the score lead was actually huge, right? The score lead was actually huge. Roscoe, what do you think?
It was a very dominating performance by ZeGG. I don't know if something happened yesterday to trigger ZeGG, but ZeGG were not making any mistakes today. And to make matters worse, like Hafki said, Outplay, they're such a good team. They have a set of really good players. They know what they're doing. Their synergy is good, but it wasn't the standard that we're used to seeing from Outplay. And I mean, they lost with pretty big deficits. There was always a huge buffer in the first half that ZeGG had already captured. I mean, unfortunate stuff to see, but it is ZeGG, the stronger team, that come out on top and win this tournament finally.
Exactly,
I gotta
an
say, it's a
amazing
well-deserved
gameplay
win as
by
well.
ZeGG Esports, and at the same time, we should all announce that they are the champions of ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lankan Invitational. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can end the whole live stream as well. So let's see what's actually happening. Yeah, I mean, let's get back into a second, and. And guys, you know, Roscoe, just speaking about the, you know, just the last part of this gameplay, you know, I mean, shall we just talk about one last thing of, you know, how Outplay couldn't actually bring out their gameplay? What do you actually, you know, what do you actually think of the last scenario? Like, you know, I mean, we saw how dominating the game was as well. So what could Outplay might have done during their second gameplay? Because it was their map as well, Bind.
I mean, Hafki, I'm going to bring you into this as well. I feel like Outplay didn't default enough. I think every time they were going, when they were on the attack, they were always going towards the side, and there wasn't, like, you know, a plan B coming in. ZeGG were always playing aggressive on the defense, and they were getting in so much of early information early in the round, and they knew exactly where Outplay were going, exactly where Outplay were playing. And they were able to rotate fast as well. So every time Outplay were actually going into a side, they must have been surprised to see so many bodies there. But I don't think they realized the reason they saw so many bodies of ZeGG in the sides that they were attacking was because they hadn't, you know, at least put in one body somewhere else in another part of the map to gain at least some sort of map control, you know, give them a little bit of an advantage to rotate into wherever they wanted to go.
Exactly. Maybe they should have actually taken a step back, as we mentioned before, and thought, you know, what they did as a mistake as a team, and they should actually have taken their post time, right?
I'm not sure if they did. I remember seeing a tech pause coming in, but I feel like that was the only one we saw, which was for Chroms, when Chroms DC'd. But I mean, I was hoping that, you know, they stopped, they thought about what they're doing, little Outplay, a little bit tunnel-minded. I mean, no offense to Outplay, but it looked a little like a tunnel-minded strat that they were doing for both maps. Very unfortunate to see.
Exactly.
They
And
are
at
a
the
really
same
good team.
time, exactly. And at the same time, Outplay did their best as well. So hands up to them as well. And of course, now we are about to show you the top fraggers of the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. And the top fragger of this grand finale is Omal Prabhuda. That's Roach, ladies and gentlemen. So he has a separate prize as well. And you know, I think Roach, that's totally up to you, brother. So Roach will be getting a separate prize as well. And this is the top fragger of this grand finale, Roach. I mean, you know, we have seen Roach's gameplays as well through the entire tournaments. You know, speaking just about Roach, what do you think Hafki and Roscoe, his gameplay styles and how insane he is?
Well, yesterday also he was the top fragger, and today we saw the first map he had 20 plus kills, and now he's going in with the second map. He has 15 kills already, so that was 23 kills in the first map and 15 kills right here. Absolutely well deserved. I don't think the second place is even close to his numbers, and no one in the X3 Outplay is probably close to him. So completely well deserved. I'm pretty sure Crumbs is up there as well, but Roach was in a league of his own today and yesterday as well. So absolutely brilliant and well deserved. All in all, absolutely brilliant by ZeGG.
Exactly, and yesterday we all witnessed one scenario where he was so calm no matter how many teammates they actually took off, and this guy was so calm and he actually played the best gameplay. But thank you so much for joining us, Hafki and Roscoe. It was it was actually, and thank you so much as well. It was actually a good experience as well, casting among you guys. I mean, mostly I did the hosting part, but thank you so much joining us. And ladies and gentlemen, we be off for today. And this is ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lankan Invitational. And I would like to thank all the organizers as well. That's ROG, and also our production crew, our referees who were in charge of this gameplay, and GLK as strategic partner, and our organizers as ROG, and also our two main casters for today, Hafki and Roscoe. Thank you guys. And also we should thank you our viewers who actually watched the entire game and who was actually taking part in these engagements and supporting their respectful teams as well. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lanka Invitational, and the grand finale winners yet again, ZeGG Esports. And there's as a frag player, that's ROG. Congratulations, and special prize is being given to ROG as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be ending the live stream right now. This has been ROG Arena Valorant Sri Lankan Invitational. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Hafiki. Thank you, Roscoe, for joining us. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us as well. Thank you.